So I just saw this video clip of a singer singing this song with the words, God is able to enable the unable to be able. God is able to enable the unable to be able. Now let's look at this with some common sense. What thing in this world, what thing that is here in this world has the ability to enable those that are unable, those with no means, to become able to survive, able to be nourished, able to have water, able to have clothing, able to have shelter, able to have education, able to have health care, able to have freedom of movement, able to have access to a comfortable standard of living, a comfortable existence. What is the one thing that can enable the unable to become able in these ways? Is money. Obviously. I mean, around 46%, almost half of the world's population does not have access to safely managed sanitation, like toilets, bathrooms. Something like over 2 billion people don't have access to clean drinking water. And over 1 billion people, and probably more, don't have access to effective nourishment. They're food insecure, is the term. They're so poor that they don't have effective access to the food that they need to exist in this reality. And ironically, a large number of the poorest people have a strong belief in God, a strong belief that God is looking out for them and that God is important. But is that really true? Is God, in what way is God important to someone starving? I mean, money is important in that money, when given, can virtually immediately change the situation, can enable the unable to become able. Whereas God, the idea of God, the faith in God, the belief in God, only produces a non-physical, non-eatable feeling of hope, a feeling of hope. You can't eat hope. You can't live in a house made of hope. You can't wear hope. You cannot use hope to heal a medical problem that you have, like malnourishment, seizures due to malnourishment, or any other kind of ailment that would be caused by living in extreme poverty and not having access to basic needs. So, I mean, I find this statement, God is able to enable the unable to become able, to be actually offensive. I mean, this is offensive when you really look at the reality of what people are experiencing in this world and the reality of what is needed physically to enable those who are unable to become able. It's money. It's access. Money is the resource that gives you access to the systems which provide the resources, the means of survival and a comfortable existence in this world. Okay? That's the reality. So, yeah, that song could be true if by God you're referring to money. Because in the context of this reality, the physical reality, the way our world systems and economic system exist, and the principles by which we decide who gets access, God, money is the God. Money decides who lives and who dies, who starves and who is fed, who is housed and who is unhoused. I mean, let's be self-honest, let's use common sense and stop allowing and accepting this delusional idea that somehow the idea and belief and faith in the idea of God, because it's not faith in God, it's not belief in God. You don't have a relationship with God. You have a relationship with your idea in your own mind. That's what you have a relationship with. And through that relationship with your own mind, your own ideas, that's how you generate the experience of feeling loved or feeling hopeful or whatever. It's not God that's creating that. It's you in your own mind creating that. And that is truly sad that we are so divorced from reality that we would support the idea of religion, and we would continue to support and think that it's okay and acceptable and somehow helpful to be spreading the idea that God is going to help all of these poor motherfuckers in this reality. It's complete bullshit. Get real. Money is the real God in this world. And since we as human beings are the only ones that decide how money exists, what is the value of money, who gets the money, then that means we are the gods of this physical reality in terms of deciding who lives and who dies in the context of having access or not having access to one's basic needs. So what does that show about us? What kind of gods are we? We are sick. We are sick gods.